This week on the show, we're featuring orange citrine, opal under the microscope cam, pineapple chocolate on Why'd I Buy That, 5 new jokes, and a whole sundial worth of good times. If someone laughs when I make a mistake, that makes them my chortle enemy. Let's start the show. Hi, Nicole Morgan. It's been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're going to make it a great week. You have that ability. I believe in you. Missing a little bit of footage from this guy. This is where we start with it next. It's got a nice little bit of orange in it. It still kind of came out like a bicolor gem. But bicolor's nice. I'll show a little bit more of that under the microscope cam. I'm happy with it. You know, what else are we going to do with this piece? Could reshape it into some kind of a brilliant. But I like the unique gems. Unique gems, like all of you. I've been busy. I do plan on having a good week. Thank you. I hope you do as well. That's so sweet. And you even put a smiley face, just like your profile. So happy and got those dimply cheeks. So cute. We're talking on Vivian's channel about my dimples. And I was like, what if they popped? They go. Oh, you can't even see me. I don't even have the camera on. Let's see. Where are we at? Doing things, talking about stuff. Boom. Yeah. Pop. I'd be like, what are those dogs? The boxer hound dog? That'll be me when I'm 160. Trying to live to 170. Never know. 170 days. Stony Crow. Hey, how's it going, Stony Crow? How you doing? Cheers. Go Chicago Bears. Even though it's not a Bears mug. And it's not even football season. Maybe there are like a Chicago Bears softball team or something. Go Chicago Bears softball. Ah, yes. You reminded me I have to email Vivian back. Speaking of emails, I need to do that too. I need to email Vivianator 9000. And I got it on my notes too. I don't usually do much on Sunday. It's my day when I allow myself to recover from all the, bodybuilding and that I'm trying to do. Getting there. And Taekwondo. Been doing a lot of that. And work, because there's a lot of that. Citrine is heat treated, right? Some of it is. Some of it isn't. This isn't. Some of it, a lot of the, well, I don't know. They say a lot of it is, but at the same time, I've been seeing a lot of it that isn't. So, citrine's color typically comes from rust. And if you think about a car has orange rust and it has black rust. And it's because sometimes it's ferric iron and sometimes it's ferrous iron. And it has to do with the way that the oxygen is attached to it. And with quartz, when it grows, there can be iron-rich soil content, and the iron can be drawn up into the crystal or layered into the crystal as it forms out. And that orangey rust is where citrine will have its natural orange color. And in that sense, you can tell if your citrine is natural or if it's baked, because the baked citrine is baked amethyst with rust in it. And so when it gets heated, then the oxygen attaches and turns and it becomes orange. And it usually, baked citrine, it usually has more of a toasted orange look, sort of like a brownish orange, more on the red spectrum. And this is more on the green-yellow spectrum. It's more of a vibranty orange. Now, when you look at your citrine, and you see like the clusters that have orange on the peaks of the crystal, and the orange goes down, that's because the heat got to the tip and then turned it from the top down. But if you look at a crystal and it's orange from the bottom up, that's the rust being drawn up into the crystal as it forms. So that's how you tell the difference between heat-treated and not heat-treated citrine. I don't actually have any heat-treated citrine. I have some not heat-treated citrine, but I was just shaping on it. Where's the other pieces I have? This is a piece of, yeah, it's so like white because of all of the grindy marks. I was grinding on it with a 60 grit. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. Okay, so this piece is natural. It's got white areas and orange areas. Orange area, white area. And that kind of expresses the difference between the area that is rust filled and the area that's not. And if it was baked, it would be like a kind of a cloudy orange all around it and kind of going into the center of itself. I always thought was heat treated amethyst. Oh, yeah, not all of it. Nope. Just some of it. And the market says that a lot of it is, but I think they're just talking about the clusters. Because I've seen a lot of heat-treated citrine clusters, but I actually seen quite a bit of natural citrine, which actually I haven't been lately. I was thinking about that as I was shaping this. I was like, it's been a while since I've seen some good citrine on the market. And I hope that there is some coming up. It all depends on the discoveries. And then, they'll be like, we're poor. And then so they open the mine, and then they start selling off some of the stuff, and then they sell off quite a bit of it, and then they're like, all right, we got some money. We need to increase the sales value of it. Shut down the mine. And then they shut down the mine for, earthquake coming up or something like that. Harley Grower, cheers. How's it going? How's your engines running? How's your plants a-growing? How are your Harleys doing? And how is your growing going? Hope you're ready to make this a great week. It's going to be a great week. we're ready to make it one. Speaking of making it one, let's get on over to the microscope portion, because I am pretty low on footage today. Boink. There we go. Cha. Let's see, where are we at? Gotta get the camera up. Got it fired up, turned on, powered up, and plugged in. And then we switch over. Okay, so then try and straighten it up and focus it. All right. It's working. Oh yeah, the citrine, I mean this piece of quartz is actually pretty hard stuff. Trying to even it out is not easy. I had to switch to a brand new 240 grit disc just to be able to even it out. Quartz is pretty hard, especially when it's a solid crystal. Like that video from last week with the amethyst, when I put it on the grinder and it hit that one part that sparked. Man, that was crazy stuff. So anyway, this is the natural citrine crystal. As it was growing, it got some rust in it. And that's where that orange comes from. It's more of an orange candy orange than like a toasty orange. So check your citrine and see if it's like a baked brown citrine, like kind of a golden brown, or if it's more of a rainbow orange, candy orange. And that'll tell you the difference. Now notice how it went from being clear with a gold zone to being all gold. Now that kind of highlights the refractivity of the light through the zone. And that's the goal of cutting a gem, is to get that little bit, and it's that way a lot with sapphire, is to get the color in an area that you can use the facets to spread it around. That's one way to tell if you got a natural sapphire, is if the color is very zoned. It's in like a spot. Which reminds me, I should dig out my sapphire and show that sometime. Hey, Fall Dog. Bing bong. Somebody score a goal? A basket? Make a basket? Are the Knicks playing? Go Knicks. Nick it up, baby. Just don't nick up the coffee table. And I gotta use filler. But anyway, this is a piece of citrine. Here's the piece that is the feature. Oh, and I'll show it so you can see the size of it. That's the size of it. You can also kind of see the orange in the top versus the clear on the bottom. Yeah. I thought about trying to go for the end to get more of the orange, but then it would have been really small. I wanted to go for something a little bigger. I figured the bicolor is something we could highlight. See? It's got nice orange on one end and clear on the other. It's a unique gem, you know, that's what I was going for. Bing! Cool how that refraction works, right? You can see the grid lines, and then when I turn it, no more grid lines. Now the other one's got grid lines. So anyway, that's the gem. And see, if I'd have cut it this way, then it would be all orange. It'd be just, you know, pure orangeness, which is actually pretty attractive in my opinion. It's the goal. It's good. But I didn't want it to be that small. I wanted a bigger gem. And I got orange ones like that. So let's go for something unique and large and bicolory. And so that's what I did. I could always change it. But as far as right now goes, I need to change out the video because it's time for the second half. And that's all I got. It's just one more video and it's pretty short. because this gem's almost done. What do we got? 4 minutes. 4 minutes to finish out the show. Great. Great, just like you, the audience. You are fantastic. Let's see. We got to get this piece of opal. I got a story about a silver quarter. 1963 quarter, 90% silver. Look at this piece of opal. I was digging around in that box of stuff that Sonny Gemstone sent me. You guys got to check out Sonny Gemstones. And not just because he sent me a free freaking piece of opal and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Like, I got some of this obsidian. You can't even see, but it's like clear and then has stripes. And I'm going to highlight that as I shape it. But I got this piece of opal that Sonny sent me. I was digging around and I was like, what? No way. I mean, look at that. There's a lot of opalescent flare in there. I've shaped a little bit of opal, but I've never had some opal with this much opalescence in it. So this piece is going to be really exciting to cut. And one other thing I wanted to feature was this silver quarter. We're going to look at it versus a bicentennial quarter, which is not silver. And like, I pulled the change out of my pocket, right? I'm at the checkout and I pull the change out of my pocket, and then some of it falls. Whoops, long day. And one of the coins goes a rolling, and I'm like, that's a quarter, man. I'm gonna go after it. And it rolls, and I'm like, I'm not in the mood to run after it. I kind of am, but I'm not gonna chase it down. I'll let it stop. It's not gonna go forever. It almost did go forever. I think if it wasn't for hitting something, it would have rolled forever. Like, just around the world, all the way, no stopping, gravity working in its favor. And this quarter rolls all the way across the aisle where people walk, out of the checkout area, across this aisleway, down one of the shopping aisles, and underneath of the shopping thingy. Like, I had to get down, I had to put my knee on the dirty floor, I had to get down so low that I could see under there. You know, my head's like this close to the ground, and I had to reach under there and grab this quarter. Because by that time, I was so invested in getting this quarter back. I was going to go the rest of the way. I'm going to go the extra mile, you know. I'm getting this quarter back. I reach under there, I grab this quarter. It's a silver quarter. So glad I went. I'm proud of that moment. I went after it. I got it. We got a silver quarter. I mean, you know, this one's like got zinc plating on it. And it's cool. It's a bicentennial quarter. They don't make those anymore. But it's not as cool as a 90% silver quarter. And let's see. Does it show the difference? A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of color difference. The sound difference is what I really noticed with silver quarters. Check out the sound difference if I can get it right. You gotta fling it. If I don't keep dropping it. Okay, this is a regular quarter. If it'll pick it up. One more. And then this is the silver quarter. Regular quarter, silver quarter. It just sounds different, but it's neat. And then one other thing happened. Somewhere along the way where I got that quarter, I probably also got this because I found this in my change. It's a Canadian penny, but it's a 1939 Canadian penny with some dude on it. Most of them have like a queen lady on them. This is a 1939. This thing was around before World War II. Or like right as World War II was happening. During World War II. I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's Canadian penny. In my change. I'm always a little off with Canadian pennies, though, because it's like, oh, it's not worth a real penny. That's like half a penny. Actually, it's most of a penny. I want to say it's like 80% of a penny. Not sure. Anyway, bong bang. Nice. Classic. You guys are awesome. Okay, so that pretty much wraps out the show of the video. But I still got to do the why'd I buy that? Because this week I bought some pineapple chocolate. Last week when I bought those strawberry chews. But I was like, pineapple chocolate? Why did I buy that? Because I was looking at other chocolates, you know. I was like, I like chocolate. I like to eat the chocolate. But I also like a little bit of fruit with my chocolate. Got to get them vitamins in there, right? It counts as vitamins. You can't tell me otherwise without me not believing you, because I don't want to. Science aside, there's probably some vitamin content in there. I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, I've had the cherry chocolate. It's good. It's good chocolate. I've had a couple of different raspberry chocolates, like one of them where they freeze dried the raspberries and the little aggregate pieces were in the chocolate. And then there was another one where they had like the raspberry juice that they made into raspberry candies and crushed them and then put that in the chocolate. Both very good. So I was like, what are they going to do with the pineapple? Is it going to have like pineapple strands? It was pineapple juice mixed in the chocolate. It was pineapple coconut, actually. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'll give it like an 8.5 on the chocolate scale. I might buy it again. But how did I find it? Because I walked down into the chocolate aisle and this is what I see. I see all these different chocolate options. They got the bags at the bottom. They got the stuff down at the bottom, which I always think is probably weird or different or something like that. And I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but I'm actually kind of in the mood to look for something different. So I might actually get down on one knee or break my back bending over and looking at that, and you always got to watch out for someone behind you because they might bump into you or something. You bend over, you got to have one eye behind you and one eye on what you're looking at. So it's kind of weird. It hurts my face. So I was looking up higher, I'm pretty tall. I was looking at the top shelf, but I don't really like the Lily's chocolate because it has artificial sweetener in it. It's got like stevia and that stuff tastes like plastic. So I wasn't really in the mood for that. Give me some good old-fashioned cane sugar cavities. And I was looking, at the middle stuff. I got the Tony's chocolate over off camera there. And then I see all these ones with the giraffe. It's yellow. It kind of stands out because it's together. It's clumped together in a block. There it is. Let's see what they got. I go through the different ones and I see pineapple. Haven't seen that in any of the other chocolates. So I thought, you know what? I like pineapple. Very delicious. I like chocolate. Also delicious. Let's go with it. And that's why I bought it. Have you ever bought pineapple chocolate? And why did you buy that? And which one did you buy? And why did you buy that? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to understand with the why did I buy that portion of the show. Don't have much for jokes this week. Yeah, it wasn't a very jokey week. Got to write some more jokes too. But I do have a couple. Let's see how they do. I got a little riff. Let's see. Oh no, these aren't even jokes. These aren't even finished. I was supposed to write a joke about win some, lose some. And the punchline is, you win some, I lose some. Nah, I don't like that. And then the other one isn't even a joke either. It's a joke on take it or leave it. Okay, let's write it right now. So, let's see, when we could make it politics. When because they tell you what to do. When a politician tells you what they're gonna do, they tell you take it or leave it. But when a politician decides what they're gonna do, they tell you I'm gonna take it or take two. No, I don't like it. Moving on. I'm poor, but I need my sidewalk repaired. So I searched for Freemason. I think I found a website for Italian solar panels because it was talking about the Illuminati. Sounds like an Italian solar panel, right? Really top-notch construction. Let's see. All right, I'm going to riff on food, and then I'll give you my last one. All right, so food. It's so hard to buy food these days. It's so hard to choose what to buy. I mean, they all got different things on them, like they all say different things, like now with artificial GMOs, or made with real cheese coloring, or rich in vitamin 6. And so I tell myself, well, let's just go get, some natural food, some food without all that extra stuff in it. We'll go to like Whole Foods and we'll buy food there. But Whole Foods is just the same stuff they sell at Walmart. It's just got bruises on it. Because that's what they do. They're out in the field. They're like, hey, boss, this one's got a bruise on it. Can we still sell it to Walmart? And the boss is like, nah, everybody knows that Walmart food is designed to not have bruises, has been engineered to not have bruises. Sell it to Whole Foods. And if they don't want to buy it, we'll sell it to the pig farmers. And if the pigs won't eat it, we'll sell it to the prison. Because a bruise means it's real, I messed that one up, didn't I? A bruise means it's real. Because Walmart food has been engineered to not have bruises on it. But if it's got a bruise on it, that means it grew on a real plant. Just like all those juice boxes, just like all the Whole Foods juice boxes. They grew right off the juice box tree. All right, I am not ready for the joke portion today. When I see a dented can, it's the same thing with dented cans. When I see a dented can, I'm like, ew, somebody else touched it. I demand something that came right off the assembly line into my cart. I don't just want a flawless product. I want flawless packaging too. I mean, I'm okay with a beat up cart. I just want perfect products. But I'll use a beat up cart, that old 3-wheel cart where one of the wheels is a peg leg. Skirt punk, skirt punk. I think they could spend a little bit on cart repair. Like I could spend a little bit of time on the joke portion of the program. Okay, last one. And go ahead. Feel free to laugh at my mistake of the joke portion, because if someone laughs when I make a mistake, does that make them my chortle enemy? Probably not if it's the joke portion of the program. Okay, that's about all I got for this week. You've been a fantastic audience. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for checking out the show. Next week, we're going to be featuring some Topaz. And then after that, I got a piece of rhodolite. I might actually do this piece of apatite. I did finish this week. This blue piece of apatite. I don't know, I keep telling myself that I might want to shape it a little bit more. But it's pretty much there. I mean, I'm not going to get anything better out of it. And to get something better, I've got to get rid of a little bit of the bottom here. And it's going to get a lot smaller. And I kind of like it the way it is. So I might just stick with it, and then I'll feature this guy, next week. Otherwise, maybe we'll feature it during the week if I can actually get to that. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, Emily Eshelman made it. I can speak occasionally. And Kenny, how's it going? Glad to see you guys. Glad you made it to the show. And Fall Dog, and Stony Crow, and Harley Grower, and Nicole Morgan. You guys are all awesome. And Colette made it. I made it in tomb. Yeah, this show belongs in a tomb. It's just totally dead. But it's alive. It's a great show. It's a great show because there's a great audience. And Ron Weasley made it. Good to see you, Ron. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're gonna make this a great week. I am way off my kilter. We were talking about kilts, right? Battle ready kilts, fully flexible during your battle axe backswing. Don't be bothered by kilts that ride while your enemy tries to skin your hide. And Gary Green made it. Awesome. You guys are fantastic. Glad to see you. I wish I had more jokes. I'm going to actually try and sit down and write some jokes this week for the joke portion of the program, because I'm getting to the point where I'm like, maybe I'll try writing jokes, like put forth effort into it. Because usually I just write down whatever I get for you, and then I tell it during the joke portion. But since this was such a bare week, I even had a tagline for the beginning of the show. I was going to say, more laughy than a piece of taffy. But then I was like, I only got 4 jokes, and most of them aren't even finished yet. So then I had to write something else. What did I come up with? A whole sundial worth of good times. And that's what we'll have next week too. But we'll also have the laughy and maybe even some taffy. It's so delicious, especially when it's fresh. Just like you guys. You're awesome. You're great. And I hope to see you next week. And hopefully, maybe even during the week.